For this example, I've drawn this out, and you can see that based on the information given, we have the side angle side situation. We have a little bit of SAS. And when we have SAS, the side angle side, we know we're going to use the law of cosines to solve this problem. If you tried to set up the law of sines, it wouldn't work. You'd have too many pieces of the missing puzzle. You'd have too many unknowns. So based on this problem, I'm given angle C, so I'm going to start off using the formula C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of C. My next step is to substitute in. So I'm looking for C. A was 7, so I get 7 squared plus B squared. B is 9 minus 2 times 7 times 9 times the cosine of 114. I'm going to simplify just a teeny bit more here as we go through. So C squared is going to equal, as we go through here, 49 plus 81 minus 2 times 7 times 9 is 126 times the cosine of 114. Then we're going to take the square root of both sides. Remember, when you take the square root, you get plus or minus, but we're talking about a side length, so we use the positive root. C is going to equal, you could simplify that further if you want, or you can just put it into your calculator. The square root of 49 plus 81 minus 126 times the cosine of 114. And that gives me an answer of 13.5. Now, based on that answer, you can probably figure out what the answer to the multiple choice is, but let's keep going to make sure we understand it. Because 114 degrees is an obtuse angle, we don't have to worry about using the law of sines again. We can shorten our work and go right into law of sines. But if this is not an obtuse angle and you're unsure, then do the law of sines again. But I'm going to make this faster. I know that this is now 13.5. I just found that. So I can set up my next part of the problem, saying the sine of 114 over 13.5 is going to equal, we're going to keep going with the bigger angles, sine of B over 9. Cross multiply, so I get 13.5 times the sine of B equals 9 times the sine of 114. I'm just doing a little bit of algebra here to get the sine of B by itself. And then to get B, we know we're going to have to do inverse sine. So we take inverse sine of 9 times the sine of 114 all over 13.5. We'll put that into our calculator. So inverse sine, 9 times the sine of 114 divided by 13.5 gives us an answer of 37.5, or if you round it to the nearest degree, gives us an answer of 38 degrees. Now the only thing we are missing, if we go back up here, this is 38 degrees. We just found that. The only thing we're missing is angle A, and you can figure out pretty easily that angle A would be 180 degrees minus 114 degrees minus 38 degrees. So that means angle A would be 28 degrees. Which, if you go through all that, it gives you an answer of C for the multiple choice question.